Thank you for staying with us. It's time now to take a look at stories making headlines on the front page of Nigeria newspapers. And I begin with the Nation newspaper. The major story here, petrol scarcity brings back queues to Lagos, Abuja cities. And the riders there, NNPCL blames it all on distribution hitches. Marketers raise prices to between 950 naira and 1,000 naira per litre. And another story here at the top corner, lobbying for IJ Egbetokun seat hots up, uncertainty in police. Why food prices are dropping by farmers, traders. Utomi Amosun clash over ex-governor's policies. Ayedatiwa pledges more bite for Amotekun core. Expert projects oversubscription for federal government's $500 million bond offer. Some stories on the front page of the Nation newspaper. To the Guardian newspaper, still looking at the matter of fuel queues lingering as traders await Dangote NNPCL refineries. And another story here quickly. Account for National Assembly's running costs, Sarah tells Akpabio Abbas. And on health, Mpox, Tomori laments Nigeria's poor preparation for outbreak. Some stories on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. To the Salient Times, still talking about gridlock queues as fuel scarcity lingers. Lagos residents buy fuel in jerry cans. Petrol shortage enters sixth week. Independent marketers sell at 950 naira per litre. NNPC gives excuses. Another story here. Seized presidential jets. Chinese firm not the only victim of Amosun. I lost 100 million naira from revoked OPEC lease. Patutomi is quoted as saying that. Group urges Tinubu to sack government officials linked to alleged cross-border criminal Hadeja. Some stories on the front page of the Salient Times. To the First News newspaper now, fuel scarcity hits Lagos hard. Long queues, price hikes, government crackdown. And 2027, I have no plans to run against Tinubu. Ganduje amid campaign poster controversy. At the downstrip, devastating floods in Katsina, over 250 homes destroyed, residents left in despair. A sad one there. And another story here. Obasanjo, self-centered leadership hindering Nigeria's development. Some stories on the front page of the First News newspaper. To the New Telegraph, still talking about fuel scarcity as it bites harder. Price hits 980 naira in Abuja, 850 in Lagos. NNPCL Limited blames it on distribution challenges, bans product sale in jerry cans. Others faults report on $6.8 billion indebtedness to international traders. And food shortage, extreme hunger looms in Benue as drought persists. Muslims pray for rainfall as crops wither in Osun. To extremes happening in the country as it is. All right. Another story here, 2025 budget. Shatima asks State House agencies to adhere to extant laws. And I'm a chronic believer in one Nigeria, MFM Pastor Ulukoya is saying. And another story here, why Nigeria should jettison 1999 constitution by lawyers. There has been calls for a new constitution or a review of the constitution. Now, NDLEA universities make drug testing compulsory for admission. Right. And derivation, all producing states receive 711.3 billion naira amid facility. The case. Some stories on the front page of the New Telegraph. To the Abuja Inquirer now. Lower food prices, Abuja residents relieved but growing over fuel supply. Again, Obasanjo tackles country's leaders, blames them for backwardness. And another story here, Wike's 365 days of victories and woes. Abuja farmers get free fertilizers to boost food production. All right, some Nigerian retirees receive 500 naira monthly pension. That will make an interesting read. Some stories on the front page of the Abuja Inquirer. To the Platform Times, alleged deal violation, Amosu denies Utomi's claims, cites entitlement mentality. Police arrest popular pastor son over alleged murder of Kwara College graduate. And troops kill Boko Haram commander, others in Borno. Abia, our officers not involved in exchange or fire, police is quoted as saying. Two escape as bandits fall asleep in Kaduna forest. Hunger, palliatives going into wrong hands, cleric tells Nigerian government. Some stories on the front page of the Platform Times. To the Daily News Hub now. Seized presidential jets fall out. Utomi, ex-Ogun governor, Amosu fight dirty over OP clan dispute. Chinese firm not Amosu's only victim. I lost 100 million naira to revoked lease, says Utomi. Utomi is suffering from entitlement mentality. He has no case. Amosu counters. ECOWAS intensifies effort to stop Mali, Burkina Faso exits. And the downstream here have been threatened over reforms in power sector. That's what the minister is quoted as saying. Some stories on the front page of the Daily News Hub. To the Daily Times now, botched investment, Utomi Amosun trade tackles over contract violation. I was a victim of Amosun's violation of contract terms, Utomi is saying. Utomi suffering from an entitlement mentality, Senator Amosun. And the downstream here, Tinubu departs Abuja for funds today. Some stories on the front page of the Daily Times. To the Voice of Liberty. Hashtag end bad governance. Rights group plans to occupy Abuja High Court today. Demands release of detained protesters. All right. Ganduje distanced herself from 2027 presidential campaign posters. Northeast, soldiers fighting terrorists decry inadequate food provision. All right, some stories on the front page of the Voice of Liberty. Ibrahim.
Well, the first with me here is the Nigerian News Direct with the headline, alleged 21 million naira running costs, Serap demands probe into National Assembly financial management, tells NAS to stop paying running costs into personal accounts. NDLEA detains businessman with 88 wraps of cocaine hidden in noodles at Lagos Airport. Utomi Amosu adds loggerheads over contract violation, 200 million naira. Abducted Anambra commissioner wife regained freedom. And then Adeleke dynasty holds Thanksgiving service for late mom, donates 1 billion naira to church. Next is this Nigeria. Ticking time bomb. How increasing number of street beggars and abandoned children pose high security risks. Islamic scholars, psychologists warn of danger to society. On the air of the newspaper, import tariff removal will have adverse effect on local production. Stakeholders warn. 21 million naira running cost for senators is greed, insensitivity. Nigerians tackle lawmakers. Make your take-home pay public. Serap tasks Akpabio Abbas. NDLEA nabs Vietnam-bound businessman with 88 wraps of cocaine. Fuel scarcity. LASMA deploys officers as gridlock queues hit Lagos. Kano governor denies knowledge of drugs supply to 44 local government areas. Next is Leadership newspaper. 1 year after, food insecurity persists despite state of emergency. FAO projects 31.5 million Nigerians at risk of acute hunger. Stakeholders call for more aggressive approach. I'm not contesting for president in 2027. Ganduje. Don't blame leaders, IBB tells Nigerians. Tinubu leaves for France today on work stay. Death toll in Benue attack hits 75. Matrix Energy under fire for importation of bad fuel from Malta. Data reveals importation of substandard PMS, diesel, Jet A1 from Russia. Above the nameplate, Constitution not Nigeria's problem, Sule Lamido. Amoso faults Utomi over claims on presidential jet seizure. Next is Blueprint. Market survey reveals prices of tomatoes, pepper, potatoes crash in FCT, Yobe, Borno, Adamawa. Rice, beans, yam, maize, millets still high. Traders greedy, insincere, says farmer. Tension, discordant tunes greet planned 10-year extension of IGP. With presidential assent to the bill, Egbetokun is qualified, according to lawyer. No, it will halt career advancement in police force, Bloodstained Sokoto Emir begs for rescue from bandits in video. I have no presidential ambition come 2027, Ganduje. I received threats over efforts to improve power sector, as according to minister. On the bottom strip, Nigerian banks scramble to meet CBN's capital requirements deadline. And then Omokri, Blast Obi says security getting better under Tinubu. Next is Vanguard newspaper. Why grains importation won't happen soon by stakeholders. 1 month gone already as federal government fine-tunes policy. Customs awaits list of importers. Medical students abduction. Governor Alia, NMA, Health Ministry, task. Security agents on rescue. Minimum wage. We won't accept unauthorized recruitment into agencies. That's according to the federal government. And then above the nameplate, Serap to Akpabio, Abbas disclosed monthly running cost of National Assembly. Scarcity, NNPC blames distribution challenges. Independent marketers sell at 950 naira per litre. OPIC lease, Amosun, Utomi, Bika over contract violation. Next is the Punch newspaper. Food crisis may worsen as flood hits 10 states. Farmers groan as floods ravage farmlands in Sokoto, Kano, Kebbi, 7 others. Semas seek government help as drought dry up crops in 4 states. 31 states risk flooding. NNPC battles deepening fuel scarcity. Black market booms. Presidential jets. Abiodun consults federal government as Utomi tackles Amosun. Federal government eyes $2 billion from local dollar bond sale. And the police detectives hunt 20 varsity students abductors. Now, civil servant screening of IPPIS portal ends Friday. That's according to federal government. Next is Daily Independent. Banks recapitalization. Low purchasing power locks out retail investors from rights issue. I'm not eyeing Tinubu's job, says Ganduje. I suffered same fate as the Chinese firm under Amosu, Patutomi. Benue tops child trafficking list in Nigeria for 3 consecutive years. NNPCL denies owing international oil traders $6.8 billion. And the Edo Goba poll, PDP raises the alarm over arrest of party chieftains by police. Rivers crisis, police unveil prime suspect in hotel attack. Trail APP Secretariat arsonist. Next is national economy. POS fraud rises by 31% amid dwindling ATM usage. Money lost to fraud hits 376.59 million naira in first quarter of 2024. CAC extends registration deadline for operators to September the 5th. Now, CBN reintroduces RDAS to tackle forex market volatility. Decades of investment apathy crippling Nigeria's downstream oil industry. Next is Nature News newspaper. UN raises the alarm over waste dumping in open spaces. Gombe farmers fear poor harvest from abysmal rainfall. Nature News makes history, earns JTI Global Certification for Journalism Integrity. Ekiti government commits 500 million naira to dredge waterways clear drainages. Malaysia sets to protect the forest areas from oil plantations. And then fact check, did Japan make a robotic self-healing scheme? That's a story for you to read on page 19 of the Nature News. And last but not least is the Nation Sport Alive. Newcastle prepare new bid for Tories. Solanke set for Spurs debut, talking about Leicester versus Tottenham. Liverpool set 40 million pounds, 40 million euros asking price for Gomez. And then we also have Emery wants Villa to hijack Felix's move to Chelsea. Alonso defends Boniface. Napoli director reveals Osimhen's transfer blocked. That's about it for the newspapers up for review this morning.
Right. I believe that our viewers have been updated. Any of the stories that interest you, you can pick up any of the papers to get more details. As we rightly pointed out earlier,